afternoon. Ramadan Mubarak, if you observe.
Ramadan Kareem, I do.
All right, great. So the government is facing some criticism for its position on the support for the attacks against Iran in the Middle East. As a Muslim who's observing Ramadan, what's your thoughts on that?
On those, I keep to myself. My sympathy, my support are with my Muslim brothers and sisters, and the views of the party is the view of the party, and we follow our leader. But my views on those are with the Islamic resistance, and that's my comment.
And you know,
Did you-
the strikes killed a lot of young girls,
85
right?
young girls, yeah.
How did you feel when you saw that?
Very sad. As I feel as when any innocent lives are lost, I felt very sad. I still do, as my family is out on that side of the world. So I feel very, very sad at this what has happened. But those are my private views, and that's my comment.
Do you ever think that there's a duty on your behalf to speak to the Prime Minister and share those concerns, whether it becomes government policy or not?
You think the Honorable Kamla Bisasa is not aware of my views on these things? She's aware of everything. And she's very respectful and has always been with me very respectful. So as if you notice, when someone came into Trinidad, I was not there, she had no problem whatsoever. Don't worry, Kamla Bisasa knows everything about everyone, and she respects how we feel, but she has her duty to run the country as she sees fit, and I follow my leader.
What about the repatriation of nationals that are in the Middle East at the moment? It's become now a more precarious situation. Is that something that is being discussed at the level of cabinet at all?
Well, I'm not in her cabinet.
Yes.
But I know it's been discussed. She has expressed her views about that she wants to bring them home, especially the children. And I know they're working on it. I have been contacted by people at the United Nations who they are aware that I have contacts on that side. And I told them that I'm available for any support that they would need.
Do you ever feel conflicted in terms of your own personal views and the views adopted by your party, especially when there is this level of tragedy involved with your Muslim brothers and sisters?
My only conflict is how the world has allowed a Zionist entity, a genocidal Zionist entity, to take control of America. That's my conflict there. But as far as my objective, which is to change the lives of Trinidad and Tobago, the people that have been left in poverty, squandermania by the PNM, I have no conflict whatsoever with my Prime Minister or with the party.
So do you support the imposition of the SOE today to address the crime situation?
100%. Not only I support it, I endorse it, and I feel sorry that we missed an opportunity. Well, not we, the party, but the independent senators, so-called, and the PNM opposition to support the Zosos. Because had they done that, I am telling you, we would not have this spike in murder, and they know that. But the PNM wants to see mayhem and confusion just so that they can get back in power to fulfill their mandate, which is to support the 1% and their control of the economy.
From what you said, do you not think that, the calling of the state of emergency, at least at this time, there should have been a formal address involving members of the media, allowing the ventilation of questions and so on for the edification of members of the public as it pertains to the state of emergency?
No, not at all. Not at all. Always when the UNC puts something in place, especially Kamla Bisasa, there's always this idea that we have to consult, and we know we have a mandate, she has a mandate, and she has to do whatever it is necessary.
I don't think she means consult. I mean
Inform, yeah.
Inform. In
Yeah,
other
you-
words, invite the media.
But you were informed. You were informed. There was a press conference today, and you were informed.
But the media was not allowed in
You-
the press conference.
But you were informed. You listened to the conference like we did. You were informed. The media doesn't always have to have the benefit of pre-information or preemptive consultation. You don't.
But on something like this, which impacts on the constitutional rights in some cases of citizens, do you really not think that there should have been that platform to be able to ask pertinent questions and get clarity on that?
I think when it comes to constitutional rights, when we have people being gunned down when young boys were playing football in a park and a mother was killed in front of her child in a shot in her face and somebody else was killed previously. I think the constitutional rights that we are talking about, we have to be very careful. We have to be concerned with the security and safety of our citizens. First and foremost, that is her mandate as Prime Minister. And I think this is a certain duplicity within the media themselves that holds Kamla Prasad Bissessar when she does something to a higher standard than they ever did with the PNM. But having said that, I think she made the right move, the honorable leader, and we support her. And I think we will begin to see our attacks on the gangs and on the crime. It will bear fruit to the benefit of all in Trinidad and Tobago.
One independent senator said he was concerned about the sunset clause, and if that bill had a sunset clause in it, the Zoso bill that is, he would have been prepared to support it. Another one said he prefers the state of emergency, although he doesn't think there is need for one, but he prefers the state of emergency as opposed to the Zoso bill.
I give no regard whatsoever to what those independent senators say or what they mean. I don't believe any of them or trust any of them. They had it in front of them. They brought all these amendments with one thing in mind, which was to make sure that the bill did not pass. That was very duplicitous. It's exactly what the PNM does. There was no intention to pass that bill on their behalf.
Why
So they
did the
can say what they
government
want.
consider the amendments, though?
Because the amendments for us made no sense. And they brought all those amendments to gerrymander the bill. They brought all those amendments just to stifle our progress on the bill and then say, we will not concede any amendments when we are concerned about the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And this would have done something that the PNM has never done, which is in the interest of our African brothers and sisters who are mostly in those communities under siege by the gangs. And that's just the facts.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.